Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be trying some new affordable makeup. I didn't realize that it was all affordable products, but it was all affordable products. Clearly, as we can see, the complexion products are not the right color for me, but we're going to ignore that because this stuff was sent to me and I self-tanned, and here we are with face products that are way too light. But I wanted to test out the formulas, so we're testing them out. Did the eye look, testing out some complexion products. And these are some of the products that I'm going to try and test over the course of the month, and then I will check back in with you at the end of the month for my beauty edit and let you know what I think about these and any other products that I tried throughout the month. So let's just jump into it. If you want to see how I created this look, see the products that I tried, and hear my thoughts, then keep on watching. Okay, so my skin is already primed. I threw on the Becca First Light priming filter as well as the e.l.f. Poreless Putty, just because I know how those primers work, and we're going to be testing a foundation today. So the foundation I received in PR was not the right color, but we're going to make it work anyway. I got the Revlon Colorstay 24-hour foundation. I got two different ones here. One is a matte finish and the other is a natural finish. The matte finish has SPF 15 and the normal or natural finish, it has SPF 20. It says right on it, this is for normal to dry, which is the natural, and the matte is for combination to oily. The matte one is way light. This one looks like it will be better for me. So we're gonna try this out today. We're doing a new sponge today. It's not necessarily trying new, but I'm going to refresh my memory because it's been a few years. But I picked this up when I was at Target the other day. These are the Sonia Kashuk Monster Sponges. That's not the official name. They're the Makeup Blender Duos. And these are huge. I gotta go wet this, but I just remember really loving this sponge, and it lasted a very long time, and you get, fighting with this package, you get 2 for $7, which is a really good deal. So we're gonna try this out today. It's very firm when it's dry, much firmer than my favorite sponge, which is the Dose of Colors one. And I don't think I had met Dose of Colors sponge when I was in love with this. So it'll be interesting to see if I still like it. Let me go wet it. First of all, now that it's wet, look how big it is. It's huge. Let's look at it next to Dose of Colors. It's massive, but it is very firm. This is a firm sponge. Like, the Dose of Colors is softer than the Beauty Blender. The L'Oreal one that I love is somewhat firmer than the Dose of Colors and the Beauty Blender. But this is like really firm, which tells me it probably doesn't sop up a ton of product, which is good. But it's been a long time since I've used it, so I figure we'll give it a try. So on Ulta's site, this is listing for $13.99. I don't know if this is new or how new this is. I just got it in PR, so I don't know. It says it lasts for 24 hours. Meet the life-proof makeup that stays impeccable all day for whatever life throws your way for every skin tone, type, and lifestyle. Natural finish for up to 24 hours of wear. Buildable to full. Contains hyaluronic acid to hydrate skin over time, oil-free. Well, it's got 4.5 star or 4.2 star rating, which is pretty good. I imagine that this is trying to be Revlon's version of the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear, but I don't know, so we shall see. Where is my mirror? Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to apply it all over my face with the brush. I really just like applying foundation with the brush and rather than with the sponge, and then I just blend it out with the sponge. I've been doing that lately. I always go back and forth. Like, I have periods of time that I like just my sponge. Sometimes I'll use my Blendiful. Sometimes I'll go back to a brush. But I never use a brush only because I just never feel like I get that like flawless blend, you know? This brush is from Urban Decay. I've been using this lately. It's their optical blurring brush. All right, so that's pretty evenly distributed. It does have a scent. Oh, it has perfumey. Yeah, this wants to be L'Oreal Fresh Wear, that perfumey scent. All right, so I'm gonna go in with my sponge and just blend it out. I do tolerate the L'Oreal scent because I love the foundation so much. So I will overlook it if it's a good foundation. This is hard as a rock. This is like smacking myself in the face with a rock. I wonder if they changed this sponge because I just don't remember it being this hard. But it does blend out my makeup really nicely and quickly. And it doesn't really absorb much, so it keeps your coverage, which is nice. I like the way it blends out, but it's so hard. All right, so that looks pretty nice. I mean, it is kind of too light for me, but it's fine. I'm not going to judge the color. They only sent me the 2 shades. I also have the Revlon Colorstay Full Coverage Concealer, and I don't know if that's new. Okay, so on Ulta, this is $11.99. By the way, if you ever shop on Ulta for like a drugstore product, just know you're paying like $2 to $3 extra because Ulta marks up their drugstore products. So if like you go to Walmart or Target, you will get it cheaper unless you use a coupon, which then makes it about the same. Oh, this is not new. They have reviews from 3 years ago, so it looks like this has been around for a while. I don't know why I'm just getting this in PR now, like if there's a change of some sort that they've done. I don't know, but I've never tried it, so whatever. Flo's treating me well. No, she's not. She's not treating me well at all. This is so pale. I'm gonna have to like really bronze up the skin to make this work. I'm somebody who really needs my foundation and my concealer to last all day. So as soon as I saw that this was full coverage or this was long wear, 24-hour wear, I was like, oh yeah, let me try it out. God, this is so pale. I'm like committing a serious sin today because I'm testing out a new foundation, a new concealer, and a new powder all in one day, which is never a good idea. But my trying new makeup videos usually are the beginning of the month, and then I test the products throughout the month, and then I'm going to give you like a final review at the end of the month in my beauty edit. So if you want to follow up with this video and find out like how these products performed through the month, look out for my January beauty edit that will come at the end of the month. I mean, this sponge is almost obnoxious. It's so hard. Well, the coverage is good, I guess. Yeah, I mean, the coverage is nice. I mean, the shades are way too light for me, but we're going to just pretend like they're not. I'm going to go ahead and cream bronze my skin because I'm going to really need some bronzing help to make this work. So I'm going to throw on some cream bronzer and I'll be right back. Okay, so that's a little bit better. I used the L'Oreal Infallible Long Wear Shaping Stick, which is basically just a foundation stick, and I used the shade Cocoa as a cream bronzer. I love using this as a cream bronzer. It's so good. Lasts forever. Anyway, I mean, it still looks a little weird, but it'll come together. We are going to be testing out a powder, like I said. I'm very nervous about this. Very nervous about this. You know, I'm very particular about my powders because I have large pores and, you know, I definitely have drier skin, so I don't, like, certain powders can make me look cakey. And anyway, I've been riding hard for the Urban Decay Ultimate Brush Off Powder for a while now. But I keep hearing everyone talk about the Fit Me powder from Maybelline, and I have never tried it. And I was at Target a couple weeks ago, and I was like, let me try something, like some things I've never tried before. So I decided to pick it up. I got the shade Fair. I feel like it's going to be too light. It doesn't claim to be translucent. It's called a loose finishing powder. So I'm a little nervous to use it under my eyes, but I'm gonna definitely put it on my pores. We'll start there and see what happens. All right, so it's a very fine powder. It's very similar in texture to my Urban Decay powder. This is very light. Very light. All right, I'm gonna go in with a little brush to do forehead area and the rest of my T-zone. Still haven't gone into the under eye. I think I'm gonna just sweep it under there with this brush. So it's like a light dusting. And then I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush into whatever's in the cap. I'm just gonna set the rest of my face. This does have a color. It's definitely not translucent. But it's actually not bad. Well, first impression, just as it's going on my skin, it doesn't look bad. This concealer is creasing on my eyes, on my eyelids right now. So maybe not the best for an eyeshadow primer. Not terrible so far. Not terrible. So I don't have a bronzer or a blush this time, so I'm gonna go ahead and put those on, and then we'll try out a highlight. This is so damn light, I don't even know. I don't even think bronzer can help me at this point. I mean, I'm looking at the monitor and I look like Casper, but you know, I'm trying really hard not to judge the color and just judge the performance of these products. So far, they all look good on the skin right now. Everything looks pretty good. So I'm going to move on to highlight. I have the Prismatic Pop Highlighter Palette from Pop Beauty. I got this, like, I don't know, like a month or two ago, I think. This is in the shade Pink Champagne, which scares me a little bit because I don't like pink tones. Oh, Lord. But, like, the Pop highlighters are some of my fave. I have, oh, man, I hate to use this palette for one shade when I could just give it to somebody. It has a blush in it, and the blush is pretty. All right, so I'm not a big pink highlighter person. I do like this blush tone, though. Let me try that. Putting that blush on. Yeah, that's pretty. It has a bit of a glow to it. And then I'm going to go in with the shade at the end here. This one. Because that one's kind of more of a peachy tone. Yeah, it's pretty. It still has a pink undertone, but this would look very nice with a tan. Maybe not so much on my pale ass skin. I remember having a bunch of Pop highlighters, and one of them was like my absolute favorite at the time, and then it broke. That's pretty. It's definitely pink tone though. Not my fave, but it's fine. I like the way it looks. Like I think it's nice and soft. It's not too glittery or doesn't have any like heavy sparkle to it or anything like that. Ooh, but I don't think I like the way this concealer looks on my nose. Yeah, I'm not liking these skin products right now. Something is very, very off. No cakiness. The powder's definitely not blurring my pores or anything. Like, it's not It's not doing what my Urban Decay powder does. Like, it's okay, but no. If you don't have big pores and it's not something you're concerned with, then maybe you might like it. But for me, I need a blurring powder, and this is definitely not blurring. All right, so brows. I'm going to go ahead and do my brows off camera. Then we're going to move into some eyeshadow. Okay, so I did my brows for the most part. I still have to put some clear brow gel on. I also sprayed my face with some of this Purex Barbie Lip Mist. I tried this out last month in last month's Trying New Makeup video, and I talked about it in my December beauty edit, kind of what my final thoughts were, and I really like it. So I thought I would do that to kind of melt the powder in a little bit. This powder is, I mean, the powder, the concealer, everything, it's just so light, and I bet anything this powder gives flashback because it just looks like it gives flashback. If you've tried the powder and you know whether or not it does, you can leave a comment and let me know. It says it has translucent coverage. There's nothing translucent about this. It doesn't say anything about SPF, but I don't know, man. It's looking like it would give me flashback. I don't like it. Okay, so for eyes, I have some new eyeshadow palettes from Revlon from their So Fierce collection. These are the Revlon So Fierce Prismatic palettes. They're just little quads, and I've got 4 of them. They're all very pretty. This one, it has like a little pop of copper. It's kind of warm tones. This one's really pretty. It has like a pop of fuchsia. I really like that gold shade. I've got a green one here. It's really pretty. And then this cool toned one with the blue. Kind of feeling like I might want to play with this. You know, do something a little different maybe. The other one I was kind of drawn to was this one. But I'm thinking maybe we'll mix it up because this is not the one that I would normally gravitate to. In their pamphlet they said this is Meg Thee Stallion's favorite palette from this collection. So, you know, if it's good enough for Meg Thee Stallion. All right, so I don't know if these are all shimmers or mattes or what. So I'm gonna go ahead and Oh, okay. Well, this definitely has a sheen. That looks like it's a satin. All right, so here they are swatched. I can see that the blue and the brown shade aren't really as shimmery as the other 2 shades. I wouldn't necessarily call them matte, but they have a little bit less shimmer. I don't think I'm going to be able to do an entire look with this palette. I think I'm going to need some assistance from maybe another palette. I do have another palette here. I have this Violet Voss palette, which was something that I was going to try out last month or maybe the month before. I don't know. I just had too many palettes to try. This is a Violet Voss palette that I got in my Ipsy bag, and it's just a mini 6-pan palette. It's so pretty. But I don't know. Yeah, this shade Teddy could help us out, and the shade Silk could help us out. So this might help us out. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, this is a hip top brush. I'm going to go ahead and do the look, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about the shadows, how they performed, what my thoughts were, and all that. here we go. So I thought I had lip products to test. Apparently I don't. So I just threw on the Wet n Wild Mega Matte Lip, and I did like a combo of Never Nude, Bare It All, and Skinny Dip on top of my L'Oreal Color Riche lip liner, and that's it. So that's it. And let me just go over some of the things I didn't discuss. Actually, let's just go over the eye look. So I really did like this palette. I wasn't expecting it to be as nice as it is. Like I think the look came out good. It wasn't patchy. I mean, the only downside is that I did need to reach into another palette to get a transition shade for this look, but I suppose you could always do that with a bronzer, so not a crazy big deal. But I think the shadows are actually surprisingly really nice. These shadows were awesome. Very blendable, very pigmented. I really enjoyed, I mean, I only used a couple shades, but I really enjoyed them. I thought that they were like they were nice to have when I was creating this look. Both this cream color here and this shade here, Teddy. They definitely were nice to have to finish this. I just did the Papa Navy on the bottom, but then I decided to do a little bit of a smokiness over the wing. Speaking of which, I used this Chrome Ink liquid liner. I wish this was black. I hope they have a black one. I love this applicator. It's like a marker, kind of, and it's like a Sharpie. It is like a Sharpie, and it gives such a good line. This one that I used was in the shade Gunmetal, so it's kind of like a deep charcoal silver, but I wish it was black, and I need to find out if they have a black one of these, because I really, really like the way that that applied. Like, I just really liked the applicator itself. I had a gold one here, and there's, I want to say, is it purple? Yeah, there's a purple one as well. And, you know, these are shades that I probably would never use normally. This is the closest to, like, something I would use. But I really, really, really like this applicator, and the formula is really nice as well. So I really liked those. Ooh, I tried a new mascara. Revlon also has their So Fierce Big Bad Lash that came in the package with the eyeshadow and the liners, and I love this. Like, big surprise. I mean, I like their other mascara as well, the one in the silver tube. This brush is giving me Lancome vibes. Like, this is giving me Monsieur Big vibes. Like, such a good applicator, and the formula is amazing. Like, this is an awesome mascara. Like, very, very surprised this is as good as it is. Like, this is a definite try. Like, this is a good one. Anything else on the eyes? I did put a half Demi Wispy on the outer edge of my lash. I don't think it's like super noticeable, but it is there. Oh, let's discuss the other products. So the foundation is one I'm going to have to, you know, obviously wear to see if it is long wear. And I will update you in my edit whether or not it is. I will report back, or I will have a comment in the description box kind of giving you any additional thoughts I might have on this. You know, the concealer is okay. It's nice. It's not a bad concealer. It's just this shade that I have is just a nightmare. Like, the color situation that's going on my face is ruining it for the products because I just can't get over it. I'm just like, it looks so bad. Like, the colors are so bad. The powder, the jury is still out on that too. It looks okay. It didn't really blur my pores. I am getting a little bit of like patchiness over here. I don't know what that is about. All of these products are going to have to get tested separately, all of the face products, so that I can have a better understanding of what is what, because I just slapped them all on my face right now. But I can say that the color is all wrong. This sponge, I don't know, I didn't enjoy it as much as I remember enjoying it because it is, like I said, hard as a rock. So I'm not sure. I'm going to continue to use it with some of my favorite products, and I'll let you know kind of what I think about that. So this highlight is really, really pretty. Like really, really pretty. The formula is really nice. I just don't love pink highlights on me. They're just not my favorite. So the tones are just not, you know, they just don't do it for me really. But that said, I think Pop makes some really beautiful highlighters, and, you know, I think it's worth picking up if you're interested in a pink highlighter, because I do think, like, it does give a really beautiful glow. I'm not mad at it. I mean, overall, I like the eye look. I like the makeup look if it wasn't so light. The color is just destroying it for me. But all of the products right now, everything seems okay. There's nothing that's overtly like, ew, I hate that, outside of the color. And I think it's really the concealer that's doing it. If the concealer was a shade or two darker, my face wouldn't look so blown out. But I don't like that look at all. But other than that, I mean, everything seems like it's okay. I guess we'll see how the month goes. Nothing blew me away except for this mascara. But I don't even know because, I mean, I don't know if it transfers or on the lower lashes or, you know, it seems like I might have a little transfer, but I can't tell if that's mascara or blue eyeshadow because I used the blue eyeshadow. But I would say the mascara is definitely like the top surprise of the day. And then the eyeliner and the eyeshadows were really good. So that is it. That's all I've got for you today. Those are some new products, mostly affordable. That was not on purpose, but it is what it is. It's all affordable stuff. Let me know what you thought of the products that I tried, aside from the color, because we all know the color isn't right, but I had no control over that. I did not pick it. It was just sent to me, so I figured we'll just try it anyway for formula purposes. But let me know what you think about these products. If you've tried any of them, what your thoughts are. And anything you think that I should try this month, anything that you've checked out that's new that you're like, ooh, you should definitely get this and test it. I am down to try new things. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you never miss when I upload a video. You can follow me on social. My handle's @GLAM And don't forget the Glam Latte Beauty Podcast. We're on hiatus right now, but coming back soon. So stay tuned for that. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play. I don't even know if there's a Google Play anymore. I don't think there is. It's maybe Google Podcasts. I'm not sure. Stitcher Radio, CastBox, and iHeartRadio. We're on all those. All those details are in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you.